ask questions to people. The question of the day is, would you marry or date an OnlyFans girl?
No.
Why not, bro? Come on, man.
Well,
Why not?
okay. If she's doing like other content with other guys, no. If she's this is just like herself, it's whatever, you know.
It's bearable, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like,
I think a lot of guys feel that way, you know, as long as there's no guys actually hitting it up,
hmm
then they can actually deal with it. But you know, but just the girl pics, like I say to a lot of guys, you know, in this day and age, girls can make so much money on OnlyFans just showing pictures of their boobs, showing their feet, all this sort of stuff. And you just think about it, if girls were offering you like 10 grand a month to show pictures of whatever, you'd be showing it, bro. Most guys would be showing it, you know.
yeah,
That's just a win, bro. A W, an easy win, you know. That no, we wouldn't have like the male suicide that we got today, you know, if we could
yeah.
make money the way it is.
Like if my girl was making like over six figures, I'd be a stay-at-home dad. You know,
Standard. That should be
it'd
my
be
next
nice.
question, actually. That should be my next question. The problem is, yeah, it's quite sad, really. But like, obviously, guys, we make our money and we're happy to look after women. Like, no problem. They can stay at home, do whatever, as long as they hold the house down. But it does seem that women, as soon as they get in that role where they're the provider and the husband maybe not making as much money, they tend to sort of start looking down at men for some reason. I don't know why it is. I don't know. It's something that women need to look at, because it's like as soon as they reach a status where they earn a certain amount of money, it's like they just
Mm.
want a guy that earns exactly the same amount of money or even more. And they don't respect the guys underneath them. So I think that's something they should look at, really, to be fair. And they might have a lot more success with dating.
I mean, I'd be cool with it. You know, it's like I don't really care. It's like kind of some people see like marriage, you know, as like a partnership, as like a business partnership. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I'm not. It's kind of just as long as we care for each other, that's all I really care about.
Okay. What's your name, bro? Anyway, where you from?
Seabass, call me Seabass. I'm from Texas.
Seabass. Seabass from
Yeah.
Texas, huh? And what's you look like you got a little you got like a little color in you, bro. Where you from?
Uh, well, I mean, I was born in the U.S., but my
I
family's
know.
from Mexico.
Oh, okay, your family's from Mexico. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. I'm not that kind of.
yeah.
I get the same question. Where you from? I'm from the UK. Where are you really from? We all get that conversation, bro. How do you feel about that conversation anyway, bro? Do you feel like, obviously you're born in America, you're proud to be American or whatever? Do you feel that sometimes people are just like, you know, especially when they see people with brown and dark skin, it's like, you know, get out of our country. You're like, wait a minute, I'm born here, bro.
I mean, like growing up in like a small town where it's like a bunch of it's like majority white people and
Oh,
Hispanics. It's like
okay.
there is a lot of like racism, but it's not like hate racism. Like it is all just like jokes. Like everyone here
Yeah,
has thick skin, and
yeah,
like
yeah.
we all like throw it around with like I have like white friends. I hang with majority white friends, but like we all fuck with each other.
Mm.
I don't know. It depends on who you are, honestly.
Do you find a lot of people find like when they're like of color or whatever, and they're born in an area where it's predominantly white people, they do tend to hang with them. But do you not tend to think, do you have to bite your tongue a little bit sometimes when they might see another guy of color and they might just like, you know, start rolling off the old boy
No,
stuff? No.
no. It's just like I'll go talk to them. It's just I personally know these guys.
Mm.
It's like I know how they are. If it is someone like I don't know and like I do catch them like doing that to like someone else of like color and shit, then I'll get a little bit on the defensive. But oh no,
Yeah. I think in this day and age, there's not a lot of actual real hatred in terms of people that want to do you harm. I think a lot of it is just it's just banter that they've been brought up
yeah,
with, and they just become accustomed. I don't even know if you know that word banter in the UK. It's just basically
yeah,
like,
nah,
yeah, okay,
like
cool.
jokes, shit, yeah,
Yeah, just jokes basically. Like, and I think a lot of it is just that, like, just rah, 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 like, you know, a lot of parents be like, "Oh, I don't want you to go over white women, don't want you to go over Asian women, blah blah blah." And then you bring one home, and then they love them. You know, it's just one of those
yeah.
things that silly things that we say and do sometimes.
That's kind of how my parents were, but like they know I have a thing for white girls, but it's
As long
just
as you,
like I
fair
don't know,
enough, fair enough.
but
Just one of those things you have to look deal with, isn't
yeah,
it? It's hard though as well when you're in an area like that. You know, it's like it's really hard, isn't it? Like, you know,
yeah,
that's what's there.
no, my options are limited.
Yeah, very limited.
Like no,
Not many chicas running around.
no, it's like you either get. I think there's like maybe two African American families here. and they're like
Wow.
they're half,
Wow.
and then like one Asian. He's one of my friends. He's half too, and that's
That's
it.
crazy. That's crazy. In Texas, you say you're from?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. Is that like
Like,
you in like a small? You must be in like a really small area in
oh
Texas,
yeah,
isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
it's like middle of nowhere.
Wow. What's that like growing up in Texas then, a small little area like that?
I mean, now that I'm older and I'm back here, it's kind of boring, but like, I guess back when I was like in college, high school, it was pretty chill. It was pretty nice. Everyone knows everyone. It's a pretty safe town. It's like it's kind of boring. You kind of do the same shit every night, but
Mm.
it's pretty fun.
So how's the love life going, bro? Any of these
To be honest, there's not a lot of options left
Oh really?
around
Wow.
here. Yeah, it's like I mean, I graduated from college not too long ago, but came back home, and the thing that they don't tell you about after you graduate college, trying to find for a girl, you got to bring them from college with you. Now you're
Mm.
not gonna find them. So
Yeah, definitely. I can. Did you go to a college in a different area then, did you? Sort of, or...
yeah, it was about 2 hours away, and it was
Okay.
closer to a bigger town.
Yeah.
But
It's tough. It's tough when you leave
yeah,
college and everything's finished. It's just like the pressure's is on. It's like, okay, what am I gonna do now? Like, and most people, even me, and I'm like in my late 30s, and I still sometimes think to myself, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Do I really want to do this? What do I actually really like doing? So even
mm,
I remember as a young kid, it's still hard. Like it's very hard and stuff like that to stay focused and stuff. Any goals or anything that you're working on?
not really. No, I mean honestly, like growing up, it was kind of just being a first like generation kid from like an immigrant family. It was like go to college, get a job.
Hmm.
It's like I got that already, so like I don't know what the fuck to do now.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. What kind of work do you do?
I went in, like agriculture,
Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
like farm and stuff. It's Texas,
Oh,
and not much else to do.
oh, fair enough, fair enough. And so, do you know a lot of guys are actually in bringing women over from like Asia and stuff like that, and even some European countries, where women are just happy with a guy that just goes out to work and they're just happy to have a house, have a roof over their head. A lot of guys are doing that, just like bringing
Yeah,
over a,
like
a Filipino wife or something like that, and they'll cook, they'll clean. All they need is a roof over their head, boy, and they'll give you a family, everything, boy.
yeah, I saw that trend on it was like on TikTok. They're calling those type of guys like passport bros,
Mm,
and it's like a lot of females are mad because it's like they don't want the girls that are in their country. It's like I mean, can you blame the men though? It's like if you're not gonna like me personally, like I'm more of a traditional guy.
mm-hmm,
I'm not gonna go after a chick that's not as traditional.
mm.
And like those, like you said, those girls from other countries that do just want like a man to kind of just provide them a house and whatnot. It's a little bit more traditional. It's like that's what I want. That's what I'm kind of looking for. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that.
Mm. It's a
But
shame, and it is a shame that women. It's just the standards like what it is with women. Where they're young and pretty, everything's going for them. Guys are giving them compliments left, right, and center. It takes
mm,
them to get to like their late like between their 30s and 40s. That's when they get to a stage where it's like, oh shit. What have I done? And especially the ones
mm,
that haven't even had kids and stuff like that, haven't even had a family. They've just been living life, and then not many guys want to deal with that because you got to deal with a woman that's in her 30s. She's been through so much trauma in her life, and you got to deal with all that stuff. You got to deal with her reputation, her past, everything like that. And so a lot of guys are just saying, fuck that. I can get like an 18-year-old girl or a 21-year-old girl from the Philippines or whatever to come over. All sorts of countries, even some European countries like
mm.
Ukraine. Those women are traditional until they get to the West, and
Yeah.
they just change straight away. But a lot of countries, a lot of women, they just want a man that's gonna support them, be a man, go out to work, come home, bring the bacon. But
Mm. Yeah,
yeah,
like I mean, I thought about going back to where my parents were back in Mexico and like bringing a chick from over there.
mm.
It's just like the ongoing joke where it's like you get a girl from there, you give her like her papers, like green card and whatnot. It's like they leave you.
Oh really? Is
Yeah,
that a thing
yeah,
then?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It
okay. Oh,
is.
wow, wow, wow. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't
Yeah.
know that was a thing.
So it's like
Um,
there's some doubt behind it, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough at the minute, isn't it? It's tough for guys. A
Mm,
lot of guys are like feeling it, like especially good guys. It's like good guys like yourself that go to work, just want a nice woman, a respectful woman. Like women tend to just sort of skim over like that. They want arseholes for some reason. Women always are attracted to like the guys that are like out there banging all the women, basically. You know, that 1%
Yeah.
kind of guy that's got a load of money, got decent looks, and you know he's just freaking out there, just hitting all the chicks up, and that's what the kind of girls want until they get to a later stage, and then it's like, you know, the guy finally starts to get his money up, and then sort of he's like, wait a minute. Now guys are saying, why the hell should we put up with this when we can just go get ourselves
Yeah.
a younger,